see the bell not on it.
The head on it.
Once you get the notification, open up.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Here we go, baby.
Yeah. Hey, we live.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, shalom, shalom.
You look good.
All right. Hey, we're the real Hebrew Israelites of GMS Baton Rouge, coming back at you with another live lesson. Okay. Preaching the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great and the salvation of the hopeful elect. Okay. Those three lyrics found in Revelation the 14th chapter. To fear Yahweh while Yahweh shot. And through fear, you will not receive that charagma, which is the MOTB. And if you do, you will face the third lyric, which is thermonuclear fire. Thus said the Holy Bible. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praise to who?
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem,
Harakakadash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect who continue to push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom.
Shalom, y'all.
And you see the title of the video, it states what? Part 3, okay, of Jacob's trouble being action-packed. All right? Jacob's trouble brings what? Horror, okay? It brings what?
Drama.
All right? Suspense.
Love.
Yeah.
Love. All right? Yeah, of course, action. All right? Love is action itself.
Faith.
All right? Believing the things that we're saying right now. Because the time is going to come where these videos that we're putting up, these epistles, are going to be shut off, and Jacob's going to have to go off straight faith. Yeah. The cutoff point is coming. All right? Go ahead, what you got, brother?
This is Daniel 12:1.
Uh-huh.
It said, and it reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up.
Yeah. And this is Michael, all right, of the top archangels, which Yahweh Shai is the top archangel. He's behind Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh Shai himself has a set appointed time to where he's going to come. Well, Michael is going to give an order to where he's going to come and defend us. Lord, wouldn't we of that number? Come on.
Can I jump in?
Go ahead.
And backing this brother up, basically, just off of that scripture, it just lets you know that the times that we're coming into are so dire, it's so desperate, and it's so out of this world that the only survivors that's going to survive are the ones that survive with what you call divine intervention. The ones on the left-hand side, they're preserved, according to the scripture, to go into captivity.
Yeah.
The ones on the right-hand side are preserved to go into salvation. The ones in between are preserved to go into slavery, man. All right, now just to back the brother up, just to keep it scriptural.
And it reads, Daniel 12:1, it says, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there
Israelites, go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble.
Ooh, a time of trouble. All right? It's a high murder rate throughout the whole course of Babylon right now. They're just on a lower level right now. The dollar's about to collapse. Facts. Okay? People are going to lose their fucking mind. But then when they don't no longer have the actual physical dollar inside of their pocket or inside of their wallet. Okay? Esau set up a system right now. We have a thing called Wallet More, which detects what you have inside of that thing. It coincides with the monetary system. The TWIC card, Jake working the plant, the chemical refining industry, you have something called a TWIC card. They know all your and security passport. They know all your whereabouts, where you are, what you're doing, how you going to do it.
What time you check in, what time you check out.
Mm-hmm. So they ain't know, I'm going to walk out the gate and they don't know about it. They're going to know everything. They know it right now.
Can't get out the gate without swiping their card.
That's right, bro. Esau know where you at right now. Ain't no getting around it. Go ahead. Yeah, so? Yeah. Let him finish it.
This is Daniel 12:1. It says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation.
Yeah.
Even to the time, to that same time.
Yeah.
and that
Ooh.
time thy people shall be delivered.
And the Lord deals with time. It was a time for the Israelites to get to go into captivity from Egypt. Okay, the first one, all the way down. It was 7 captivities. All right. Now we in Babylon the Great, the last captivity. We're saying that look, Jake, everything is off the board. You got to go out straight faith. The Lord ain't delivering none but his elect. The Lord deals with a time. Like it says in the book of Habakkuk, it says the vision is yet for an appointed time. We're in that time right now. The banking system collapsing right now. Crashing. Implement a digital system. It's a circle right now. A 360, okay, leading to the MOTB. All right? It's going to cause mass civil unrest on the streets. World War III finna pop off in the Middle East. But first, the MOTB has to be implemented. Go ahead, huh?
All right. And, this scripture is just to show insurrection that came down on our brothers in the ancient world. Everything done before time was done for our learning. All right. When we say action-packed, that means action-packed means when you look at any type of movie, people on the good side get killed.
Yeah.
You have casualties of war from people that are righteous, that are on the up and up. All right. And this is what happened with the Greeks. All right, who are Americans, are the descendants of the Greeks. When you go to Revelation 13, it said that leopard, it gave you that leopard. That was the beginning of the Edomite power structure.
That's in First Maccabees also, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Those are the ones that came down on our people with great wrath in the ancient world on the Maccabees. All right. This is what I'm going to read. And this is what's going to be happening on a global scale in these modern times in the coming days. All right. This First Maccabees 2:31. Now, when it was told the king's servants and the host that was at Jerusalem in the city of David that certain men had broken the king's commandments. We're breaking the king's commandments. All right? The day is about to come that they're going to decree that anybody is teaching and preaching out of the Bible,
yes,
it's going to be a crime punishable by death. All right? And that's what happened in the ancient world. Anybody that was found keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema was shot. All right, that was a crime that was written in legislation that was punishable by death. All right, it's nothing new under the sun. All right, we're going down.
Hey, let me say this, while you read it. Now you finna have this devil Trump getting back in office, already saying what he's gonna do if that happens. To do what? Mass executions, public executions. Okay, done by the guillotine. All right, he wants to do this and make it a reality TV. It's going down out here, man. This ain't. We in prophecy mode. We in prophecy mode. We know what's coming. We're not scared. Okay, we embrace it. Bring it on. The quicker you do it, Yahweh shot. The quicker we get the fuck up out of here. Go ahead, Al.
All right. It says they were gone down into the secret places in the wilderness, pilgrims in the earth.
That's right.
They was on the run.
10, 13, and 14.
All right. They was off the grid. They left everything that they had worked for and hoped for, all their dreams, goals, aspirations. That's what they did. Mm-hmm. They left it in Jerusalem and they went to the wilderness.
Yep.
That's going to happen in these modern day times, man.
That what Yahweh told us, like, say, look, when the enemy come in, hey, don't take no thought to go back and get anything. Just be on the go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abomination of desolation.
Right.
Coming in the holy place. Right. That happened during the time of Epiphanies, and it also happened in Jerusalem. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And it's going to happen in these modern times. It's going to happen in the coming days. We're going to go through that same thing again.
Yeah.
Process.
And it's going to be action packed.
That's right.
It's going to be blood, guts, and octane.
Man.
It's going to be things you never seen before. Newly created beasts. It's going to have animals that's going to come out the abyss that you've never seen before. Reptiles. It's going to be.
It was a brother put a picture of the brother Nasi. Put a picture of it was some kind of beast that Jake had caught.
Yeah, it was called
man, bro.
a gorilla fish.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I don't know if it was real or not, but it was definitely something different. I'm gonna just say it was different as fuck. I'm just telling you. Gorilla
Right.
fish.
And it got the scriptures going to newly created beasts, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Ain't that, man? Salaki, bro.
You got it, brother.
Now I'm gonna say this: we're not simpletons. You know, Esau be bringing out fake shit.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not cast on it like this is a newly created beast. You know what I'm saying? But it does have shit in the. Esau admits himself that that what he say only 30% of the oceans have been
Discovered.
So you got 70%. They don't know what's there or what's down there. All right, and it's the same thing with the Amazon forest. They haven't got far in the Amazon. They got creatures in the Amazon. You know, I seen a brother some years ago say, man, behemoth in the Amazon. You know. So we don't just sell it like it's law. But hey, we know what the scriptures say.
Yeah.
In the last days, we're gonna see shit that even if it were told to you, you wouldn't believe it. Like in the book of Habakkuk says, all right? But back to the insurrection that happened to our people in the ancient world. Things are done before time was done for our learning because it's gonna happen again. All right? And it says they went down into the secret places in the wilderness. That equivalent of going off grid. All right, they went off grid. All right, they weren't dealing with the system no more. All right.
Yeah.
And they
Hey,
pursued.
according to Josephus, it was over 1.1 million Israelites fled out of Israel. Okay, fleeing the Roman persecution into West Africa. Jacob scattered all over. That's what the brother's going into. The Lord says he's going to send his angels to gather his elect from the four winds of the earth. It backs up what the fuck he just saying.
But see, even before Josephus said that happened during the time of the Greeks.
Yep.
When we was fleeing Epiphanes, our people went everywhere.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They were already scattered then.
Yeah.
But then they got scattered more. You know?
Can I interject on this?
Yeah.
Real quick. Can you give me something called? Go to Google and type in the Sahel region. The Sahel region, and just go according to the pronunciation. Google it. The Sahel region, and this just to back the brothers up. How like when we were run out of, and this is historically too. When we were run out of Yasharallah, what you would call Israel, how we came into these different countries in Africa, and how we started at this place and ended up in this place.
That's going a little bit off what I wanted. The point I was trying to convey.
Okay, well go ahead, brother.
After I finish,
we gotta bring it up at all.
He can bring it up after he finishes. All right, I want to make this point. All right, and they said unto them, "Let that which ye have done hitherto suffice. Come forth and do according to the commandment of the king, and you shall live." Get this charagma, and you can live. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The commandment of the king in his modern times is go get that radio frequency identification chip inserted in you, and you can live. And really, what did the serpent tell Eve in the Garden of Eden? Hey, you will not shall surely die. You see, he'll plan on it's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
Bitch, you eat that fuck, deal with these philosophy, you're dead. All right, he's doing the same thing.
Yes.
You're not gonna live. You're not gonna live. You're gonna die grievously.
You own nothing to be happy.
Yeah. All right. But they said we will not come forth, neither will we do the king's commandment to profane the Shabbat day. Right? And that's the spirit we're gonna be in that our forefathers was in. They was ready to perish. All right, they was ready to perish. Fuck it, you want to kill us?
Yeah.
Before we profane the Shabbat,
Yeah,
they conform to your agenda. Okay, that's the spirit. That's why the Lord said, "Be faithful, be found faithful unto death." Okay, so then they gave them the battle with all speed. Howbeit they answered them not, neither cast they a stone at them, nor stop the places where they lay hid.
They weren't doing nothing. Now they just sat back and chill. Look, whatever y'all gonna do, just do it.
Do your worst.
Just do your worst.
Yeah.
That's what you call men of the Lord.
Yeah.
When you don't rebel against nobody, say, look, whatever y'all finna do, have a comments about, let them take part into that right there. Because it's easy for Jake to see what they're gonna do and then uprise and then you get slaughtered.
What?
Niggas do it all the time.
Yes.
They get a Camel cigarette or a Newport or a Cool, smoke it, and see what they finna do. Put it out and then rebel against Esau and get slaughtered. Read it again, huh?
All right. But they said, we will not come forth,
Uh-huh.
neither will we do the king's commandment
Mm-hmm.
to profane the Shabbat day.
Come on.
Yeah. They're not going against anything. You're ready to die, and they're going against the Lord. The Lord said it himself. Okay? He said, those that fear the one that killed they kill the body. But fear the one that killed the body and the soul.
Come on.
In hell.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna destroy you.
Come on.
So your soul into pieces.
Yes.
It's written, I think it's in the book of Psalms. It'll tear your soul into pieces, man. All right? So then they gave him the battle with all speed, howbeit they answered him not, cast they a stone against him, nor stop the places therein they lay hid. But they said, let us die in our innocency. Heaven and earth shall testify for us that you put us to death wrongfully. And that's why you got to understand time and judgment.
Yeah.
What they did in those times and killed all those innocent Israelites, they're going to pay for it in these 1,000-year bid they're going to have to do.
Yeah.
You see, when you understand time and judgment don't happen right away. It might not even happen in your lifetime.
Yeah.
In your lifespan. But guess what? You're going to pay the bill. That spirit that committed that atrocity, it's going to pay. You're going to have to pay the piper. Hey, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it double.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Bitch.
You.
Esau Edom.
Bring it out, bro.
So-called white man. Hold on, now. We read that again. Latter part. You got it, you die.
Yes.
Read it again.
All right.
Latter part.
But said, let us die in our innocency.
Yeah.
Heaven and earth will testify for us.
Yeah, and that's what the middle of the Lord is saying right now. We will die in our innocency. We ain't done a goddamn thing wrong.
But
when Jake go into these courthouses, these institutions, he's like, we're speaking the words of the Bible, the Lord's word. We ain't done them to tell the truth.
Have I become your enemy?
Because I tell you the truth.
Yes.
What you gonna do about that? You gonna put Jake to death, okay? According to saying what he said do, and you wrong for doing that. Because we have the liberty. We'll say, it's the land of the free, home of the brave. You have the liberty to speak, right? Why would we speak? We're held accountable for the things that we say is going against your agenda right now. You fucking devil. All right, go ahead, huh?
That put us to death wrongfully.
Wrongfully. You put us to death wrongfully for coming against what you have already set in place. We're telling the people, don't take the Quran. The famine is coming. Return to your true heritage. Okay? You're an Israelite. All right? Not an American. Not an African American. You're an Israelite according to the Bible. Return to it. Esau doesn't like that.
He's going to kill you for it.
He's going to kill you for it. It speaks about it in Revelation, the 11th chapter.
In a totalitarian society governed by draconian laws, you get killed for what you think.
Yep.
Not even for what you do. Oh, this is what you think. This is how you feel.
Yeah.
Hey, send them to the gallows.
Yep. And that's why Esau has these red lists, blue lists, black lists, yellow lists.
Red fish, blue fish.
Yeah. That card is on the
Go ahead,
and these concentration camps is going to so-called re-educate you tribes, man. He don't want you to know this. But the ones that do know it, put them to death. We understand it. It is what it is. I'm going to see my brother again. Okay? Yeah.
That's faith.
That's faith. I'm going to see him again. And I go to prepare a place for you. Yahushua did it already. So if a brother goes before you, he's already there. So upon his coming, upon Yahushua's coming, you're gonna see him up there. It says the dead in Yahushua shall rise first.
Keeping the sea warm for the brothers that's still
right.
Still here.
Yeah. Bring your ass right here. I got something for you right here. Okay? Ain't gonna be no prophesying in the kingdom. The new covenant starts then. Upon us being delivered physically. Go ahead, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's switch. I do got a precept, but I want to. Matter of fact, here go the precept. Okay.
And see, Jake got to get out of that mindset of being weak, man. There's a lot of weakness going on, man. When you falling victim
Hey,
So
look, let me tell you
Yeah.
something. You're gonna have weak brothers when they come in, and the scriptures say strong brothers battle, weak brothers are family. But when you be in here at a certain
a
time,
vast amount of time.
hey, you're supposed to be getting built up on your most holy faith. When you go to Hebrews the 5th chapter and say, hey, you guys that don't milk, it's time that you should be eating strong meat. You see what I'm saying? Hey, is that the battery going down? That fast?
They ain't the battery.
It is the battery.
Yeah,
That's what it is. What
You
is
say
it?
20?
Say you have 20%.
We need to hook that up.
Go get the camera.
You got
Battery
the,
pack.
you got the wire.
You got the wire.
I got a wire.
All right, go get the wire.
For the iPhone?
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
Let's get it, baby.
All right. So we're gonna finish the scripture. All right. Verse 38. So no, bring out what you was gonna bring out.
I was going to bring out actually a Baruch 2, and I'm going to go down to 32, and I'm going to read it. This is Baruch 2 and 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity. And this is going into the times that we're living in right now. All right. This is a prophecy, but we're actually bringing out that prophecy live in 3D. So where that prophecy is basically fulfilled. Okay. He was raised as another name in another time frame. I was raised as another name in another time frame. And when I say that, to say this, that his birth name is not the name that we deal with. And the times that we're living in is totally different. And we're going to bring out the scriptures to back up prophecy, okay? And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their fathers which sinned before the Lord, okay? And this is, again, this is prophecy fulfilled. That's what we're doing right here, right now. We're telling you who the Lord is. We're telling you who the other nations are. And we're telling you how to live, going back into the law, okay? Because these are things that were taken away from us in times past. Verse 34. And I will bring them again. And this is prophecy right here. This hasn't happened yet. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath. And that oath goes into a promise unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. What land are they talking about? Are they talking about America? Are they talking about Africa? No, they're talking about Yasharallah. They're talking about Israel, the land that we were actually conquered out of. Okay, they ran us out of these lands. Okay, when you go into history, and these things can be backed up. But the scripture that I'm reading is prophecy that has turned into what? History. Verse 35, this is the last verse, Elder. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land which I have given them. And this is a future prophecy. We're still.
Bring it on.
And this is basically going into how after the Lord comes back, we're going into a new covenant, and we're going into a new way of living. And that way of living is not going to diminish, it's not going to change, and it's going to be basically built upon the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and everybody's going to know these things. You got
If I could speak on to keep on topic, that's after we go through Jacob's trouble, right?
it's after Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
Right? It's clearly after
Jacob's trouble.
What we talking about right now is Jacob's trouble,
Yeah.
tribulation,
Action fucking packed.
action packed. Yeah.
There's a lot of violence
Let's
going
stay
on.
on topic. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's a lot of violence going on in Jacob's trouble. A lot of death. Okay? A lot of people mourning, weeping. We're not here to comfort them. Okay? We only give the comfort to the hopeful elect through these scriptures before it happens. Because when it happens, Jake ain't gonna be on the TV on camera telling you, hey, you need to go here, you need to go there. No. All right? We don't know where we're gonna be at. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and if I may add, like just to back up the brother, the Acorn, and what I read out is just bringing out the emphasis of this this truth until the end of this truth, So just going to show chronologically how this whole truth started and how this whole truth ends, But we're gonna definitely stick to the topic. You got it.
This is Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
All right, and what we're reading right here, First Maccabees, this was a precursor to that day. You see, because our people that was under the Greek provinces under the
Mhm.
Greek powers,
Yes.
what happened to them? They had to get off the grid, lose everything they had,
Amen of the Lord.
and get put to death for their belief system.
Amen of the
Nothing more than their belief system. Okay?
Lord. That's
Bring
right.
it out, and that's what's going to happen to us. Bring it out.
That's right.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
And Jacob's trouble means that this devil, this great red dragon, wrong revised, is going to come down to every so-called Negro, Native American, and person of Hispanic descent and kill you if you're not thinking like an American. If you have inner philosophy or belief system that's contrary to the prescribed order that they're pushing,
Mhm.
the penalty for that is going to be death.
Yeah.
That's what happens with the totalitarian system. That's why Jacob's trouble is going to be action packed. Because guess what? Jake stiff-necked. If Jake stiff-necked, if he what he believed. So you got Israelites that's going to believe something contrary to what the system is pushing. They're going to be like, fuck it. And that's basically going to be the middle of the Lord. Because I'm going to tell you something. Two-thirds people in the two-thirds club love their lives unto death.
Yeah.
All right? They're not going to stand on something. They're gonna be compromised when they see that their lives are in
Yeah,
jeopardy
it's deep.
and their children's lives are in jeopardy.
Mhm.
Okay, but the men of the Lord, the reason that what they say, he that try to save his life,
Shall
lose
lose
Lose it.
all right, and he that tries to lose his life,
it. Save his life, shall lose it.
yeah, you know, roughly
Yeah.
I
paraphrase.
got a precept.
All right, bring it out.
Listen to I'm gonna read it in the NLT. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It said, "In all history, there has never been such a time of terror."
That goes hand in hand with
Come on,
the 24th chapter, man. Ever since Israel been a nation, it's never going to be so much hell that's going to come down on the nation of Israel. 2/3 and the elect. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when you read about the definition of great tribulation, it speaks about a definite time of pure suffering. The elect are already catching suffering as it is. But great, the Bible dictates what it is.
Great is an
It's,
adjective.
yes, it says great. Let me expound that word great. It says the word great. When you read Jeremiah 37, the brothers read it. Okay. It says it in Daniel 12:1. All right. It says it in Revelation 12:12.
It's 2nd Ezra 16.
Say there in 16. It's all about the Lord being the day of the Lord is great. What the brother is reading is the day of the Lord. Everything is being great.
Great death.
Great death.
Great death goes into billions of people dying. It ain't going into like every day we see somebody get killed in your hood. You look at the news, 5 people got shot here, a couple people got killed over there, 2 people got shot on the west side of town, on the east side of town. No, great death goes in 1 million motherfuckers got killed over here.
Yes.
5 million got killed over here.
Yeah.
30 million got killed over there. That's what the times we're coming in.
Yep.
And we talking about millions. We ain't talking about 5, 6, or
Ain't no
2,000.
thousands no more.
Nah, we talking about whole cities getting wiped out.
Yeah.
You got that word great?
19. Gadol.
H1419. Gadol. It says great, large, in magnitude,
That's a great number.
in number.
That's a great number, man. The Lord finna just smash shit in a colossal amount of numbers, man. That's why we always, I'm gonna keep saying this shit again. Something greater than 9/11 is coming to Babylon the Great.
Something greater than World War II is coming, and Esau say 75 million people were killed during World War II. So World War III is going to go into the billions, brother, sister. Few sisters that listen.
One third of the Earth's population is going to be exterminated prior to Yahweh's return.
That's
1/3.
That's 2 to 3 billion people.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
3 billion motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, the Lord finna whack 2/3 of his own people. The Bible speaks about 1/3 of the Edomites, 11th chapter of Revelation, being wiped out. The Lord finna wipe everything out.
It goes into the billions.
Yes.
Let me bring this out.
Hold on.
I got it.
Read a strong definition. I
Strong definition. It says exceeding,
what?
great.
Exceeding
what?
It says more.
No, read it from the top again.
It says exceeding.
What?
Exceeding. Then they got exceedingly.
Yes.
It says great.
Yes, that's it right there. Great. The Bible speaks about great. All right. When you look up the word great, it goes into an enlarged. Okay. A vast amount of it. All right. Over exceeding things that were already talked about already. All right. You have the word good. You have the word great. Great over exceeds the word exceeds the word good. We don't want to be good. We want to be great in the Lord's eyes. The Lord wants to bring great death. We don't want a good death. We want a great death. Whew. Love to see you niggas, okay, and you women get put to death, and your fucking kids. Straight up. Get put to death quickly. Go ahead,
Back in that Jeremiah NLT, it says, it will be a time of trouble for my people, Israel.
Yeah. Go ahead, speak on.
Yeah, and that goes in time of Jacob trouble. That's why it says the house, the judgments that are starting the house of the congregation of the Lord of Israel. All right, the ones that know they're Israelites.
Yeah.
Chiefly.
Here go a precept for the type of trouble that we're talking about.
God.
Revelation 24, and I saw thrones, and they that sat up on them, and judgment was given to them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Hamashiach Yahushua. That's the trouble that he's talking about. All right? Even the men of the Lord are going to get their heads cut off. So how much more 2/3 of our people? All right? That trouble that he's talking about coming on Israel, people are going to get their heads cut off, man.
John said he saw souls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That word souls is plural.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of men in the ministry that's going to be beheaded.
Yes.
Decapitated. Straight out, flat out. Okay? So are you ready for that? You know what you signed up for? It's easy to get on camera and say, yeah, I'm an Israelite. Okay? I'm from a tribe of such and such. All right? But are you ready for this right here? Read it again,
Revelation 24.
Yeah.
And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the souls of them that which were beheaded for the witness of Hamashiach.
This is what Donald Trump, DJ Trump, who we believe as to be Nero in the Roman during the Roman Empire, coming back into his lot, saying, look, we're going to do mass executions, we're going to have firing squads, and we're going to do public, executions. That mean you being beheaded on reality TV. He said it. And we hope this motherfucker gets back in office to fulfill that. We need that to happen to get the fuck up out of here. Straight up.
Yeah, so that's what we out here pushing, bro. The truth of the scriptures.
Yeah.
So you brothers that are on the comment boards, you just coming to this faith and it's reconciling with your spirit. Hey, we're embracing if men of the Lord go, hey, it's extra stone, brothers are gonna get put to death.
Yeah.
You gotta embrace that. All right? You might be one of the ones that have to give up the ultimate sacrifice for the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua. That's why it's going to be so action-packed, man. It's going to be great death. Even we're going to have casualties.
Yeah.
If you're on here and you believe in this doctrine, all right, this thing is not something, it just sounds cool. These guys are articulate.
Yeah.
They memorize a lot of scripture. It's bigger than that, man.
Yeah.
Moses said in
no hang up.
Deuteronomy 3rd chapter, what he say? This day I set before you life and good and death and evil. Right? You got to choose one.
Yeah.
And sometimes to get life to everlasting, you might have to give up the ghost.
Yeah. And really what it is not death. Because it's not sleep. And it's through the scriptures. It need nothing but sleep. You don't sleep for a little while.
Yeah.
The Lord said those that die in him will be the first ones to rise up. If you get put to death, it's look at the spirit side. It's a good thing to get put to death. Oh Lord, he was a good nigga. Okay, yeah, no, fuck that. We want this to happen. Prophecy has to come fulfillment until for us to deliver. What it said, not one jot, not one tittle. Yeah, until all the prophecies be fulfilled. This is a major prophecy. Beginning with the RFID chip, which is the centerpiece of prophecy. Okay? The centerpiece of prophecy has to do with separation. Those over here that took that charagma, those that didn't. Those that didn't, we know it from the face. And I'm gonna get that precept. Go ahead,
This is Luke 21:16.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall be betrayed both by parents.
By what?
By parents.
Come on.
And brethren.
Yeah. And you got Jake that's in the ministry who are doing snake ass shit, man. Okay? We on the radar now. We didn't have shit that happened to what Jake is doing snake ass shit, man. All right? Saying this, going along to get along, but you got a secret agenda behind your fucking back. The Lord gonna get you, partner. All right?
And that comes from territory.
Yeah, we accept it. We know what it is.
What Paul said, false brethren. He said he's been in many perils, lost at sea, flogged several times, and one of those things he said, false brethren.
Yeah.
That comes with the territory, man. We embrace all that, man.
Yeah.
Bring it righteous out, we're in that righteous number, man.
And it's gonna be more. It's gonna happen.
And the Lord say, brother will offer a brother to death.
Mm-hmm.
And the beloved Elder Apostle Tahar, he said, man, look, man, to be in reality, you just know it's a mole in every camp.
Yes.
That's what makes this movie action packed.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing worse than getting betrayed by somebody you love. And that's a good fucking movie, ain't it? That motherfucker juicy, ain't it?
Yeah. You said they kicked them feet up on that bitch, man. A man of the Lord.
You look at one of them Tyler Perry movies, and the shit be juicy. You know, he a nigga, but he make look juicy movies. And then you turn around with the dude, biological brother, sneaking behind with his wife and shit.
And that goes into what? It goes into different feelings and different emotions.
Yeah.
It goes into action. It goes into love.
Drama.
It goes into drama.
Suspense.
It goes into suspense.
What Esau called
definitely goes into action. Like action. You know what else it goes into? Betrayal.
It goes to horror too, huh?
It ends in horror.
Yes.
It ends
we
in
do
horror.
a video on that. The Lord, we can go into all those. Hey, we might do it for. Hey, everything is all across the board with the Lord's moving, man. All right, everything. And Lord ain't leaving nothing on the table. It said though the arrow going to the planet Earth, it ain't gonna return until it accomplished, which is pleases. Go ahead.
If I could speak, I was watching a movie that just recently came out and that they made of Abraham when his name was Abram. And when I watched the movie, it was like a love story from him and his son that Biden had, and he didn't want to alter him, sacrifice him on the altar. It was pretty much like a love story. And him obeying Yahweh Yahushua, proving himself to be worthy to accept, to get that kingdom, that promised land that he promised to him.
And that love story trickles into it trickles in to an action. It trickles into a horror. It trickles in to another love. It trickles in into every emotion that you can think of because it's all connected to your Yahuwah.
And it reads Luke 21:16, finishing off, it says, and brethren, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents,
mother and father. All right, give them up. Hey, baby, they in my house right now. They're looking for you right now. Can you come on over? I got a plate for you right now. All right. They gonna come in. They gonna come on all sides, man.
Because your parents love their lives into death.
Yeah.
All right. Once their lives get threatened, any love they got for you is going out the window because they don't know what real love is. Love is keeping the commandments, and the commandments tell us to die for your brother.
Yeah.
There's no greater thing a man can do than offer up his life for his friend. You know what I'm saying?
And when you read
they don't live by that code.
That's right. When you read the book of Romans, it said, let me get it. It's Romans, real quick. I got y'all. It's Romans. All right, Romans chapter 10. All right. Romans 10. All right, in verse 1, it says, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to Yahweh Yahushua for Israel is that they might be saved. We're praying and hoping that the Lord save us. We pray for each and every one of us. Yeah, we catch pure hell, talk about it, and then we move on. We don't know what the Lord got planned for us throughout the next day. Here it is, what the date is. what
The
is it?
17th, bro.
17.
Yes.
The 18th can bring pure fucking hell upon the whole planet Earth. But we know what we're doing right now. Okay, Lord.
That's why I say watch and pray.
Watch and pray, y'all.
Be circumspect.
Yes.
Evil.
Yes. That's why you got to be on fire
My
in
man.
this ministry right here.
It goes into being a watchman unto Yasharala, because the watchman used to climb up this high ass pole or whatever you want to call it, this high ass tower, and they was to be able to see things that the workers or the normal people wouldn't be able to see. And when they see these things, they gotta relate it
to them.
You gotta, bro.
Yeah, and Jerusalem was surrounded by walls.
Yes.
That's what when the second temple was built, that's when Nehemiah was in control of. Ezra built the temple. You read the book of Ezra, that was about him building the temple. Only the Levites could touch the hollow things. All right. Nehemiah's job was to build those walls back around Jerusalem. And on those walls, the way we live, you always had somebody on the tower watching for the enemy to come.
Yeah.
And if they saw the enemy coming, you blew the trumpet. So somebody was always watching 24 hours a day. Yeah. Because we always had enemies round about us wanting to subdue us. All right? We'll finish that because I want to finish off this precept.
It says, Luke 21:16, it says, and kinfolks and friends.
Brothers.
Yes.
All right? And that's talking about biological brothers.
Yes.
But that also goes into brothers that was in the faith tearing with you. Brothers that you thought were servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Okay? Brothers that you thought was the real deal. All right? Seducing spirits get on them.
Yeah.
Because, like, on some real shit, we are ready for our 2/3 family to turn on us. We know that.
We know it's coming.
We see that coming. But when a false brethren do it, it's like, whoa, I ain't see that coming.
See that coming, man.
He holler Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yeah.
He correct with the precepts. You know, he's showing charity. You know, that one throws you left. That's the person that can get you.
Yeah.
You know, our family, we know how they coming. If your family went and got that damn tranquilizer, they're gonna offer you up to death.
Thanks.
Simple fact. That's how you filter if your family
separation.
When Esau put something on the TV and tell them you have to do this, hey, my family went and got it. All your family went and got it.
Thanks, huh?
All right, our family.
Every motherfucker know that went and got it. Except the Lord.
So they're gonna we know that they will offer us up to death. But it's that brother that's laboring with you on the side of you, holding up the sign. Call out y'all about Shimon Shai. All right, them the ones, bro. Them the ones that'll get you from left field. You see, and that's prophecy. It's gonna have to be fulfilled. All right, it has to be fulfilled. Bring it out, bro.
It reads, it says, and some of you
shall decide that those seducing spirits jump on us. You know, because look, peep game. You might labor with a brother 7-8 years, right? Mm-hmm. He know where you stay. He know where your mama stay. Mm-hmm. He know your personal information. You know, I told the brother one day, man, look, if something ever happened to me, bro, this is why I keep my stash at my house. Come get me. You know, that brother gone now and the wind left.
Yeah.
Guess what he know? He know why I keep my fucking stick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna come get that. I'm gone.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but that's the condition of the battle. That's why we gotta be strong in the Lord.
The Lord say, make you ready to the battle.
Yeah.
The Lord want to make you ready. I'm putting certain measures in front of you that let you know this was going to come about you. And we say there, what it is, 16 and 40. Make you ready to the battle. Your mind got to be ready for what's coming about. Because if not, you're going to fall victim to it. And the Lord got his men going through certain measures right now to prepare them. So when it hits, you like, damn, all right, I know what's coming. And you roll with the flow with it. The book of Eli. He showed you how Jake was just rolling with the punches.
Yep.
That nigga was rolling. I ain't calling him. Jake was rolling with the punches.
Whatever was said before him, he dealt with it.
He dealt with it.
Through the spirit.
Through the spirit.
Metaphorically speaking on that movie.
Oh, man. Every time Jake was shooting fucking... I see Jake shot the fucking thing down in the sky, man.
That wasn't the spiritual power. Because you know in the movie he was really blind, right?
Yeah, God.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you something else. You heard how he said stick to the path? He wanted to go help that woman that got raped and they killed the husband.
Yeah.
He said, stick to the path.
To the path.
Stick to the path. That was the spirit guiding him, you know?
How do you know this?
They had
he tell it's in the book. She was like, well, I don't know the book. Can you? He said, no, it's sealed. She was like, well, teach me. He ain't teaching you shit, man. Either you got it or you don't. It's only for the men of the Lord. The Lord deals with his men. According to Revelation 21:3. The tabernacle is with men.
That totally fucked the movie up. Because she went on the same mission that he went on in the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's what Esau. You're going to send a woman out to
send a bitch out there to fuck with it, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, now all of a sudden she know karate and jiu-jitsu and she know how to shoot the bow and arrow.
Yeah, the bitch was
in the back. She was about to get raped.
I might say. She was in the back of the Humvee with the 2 Wheater mice, and she killed the motherfucker on the passenger side right there. Or the driver, whatever what you want to
but she was just about to get raped.
Yes.
Screaming at the top of her lungs. Now you going out in the wilderness by yourself. And the dude told you this was not for you. Now you can handle it. Now the spirit of the Lord
jumped on your ass.
Man, get the fuck out of here. The Most High is not dealing with you women like that.
Thanks.
He is not dealing with you women like that.
Thanks, bro.
All right.
Hey, when the angel came to when Yahweh Shai about to be born, the angel didn't come to Mary, came to Joseph. You can read about it in the book of Matthew. It came to Joseph. That's a clear depiction of what the Lord deals with. All right? Go ahead, Oxalate, before I go too far.
This is Luke 21:16, finishing off. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
And what?
Some of you.
Some. Like my brother Yediah always bring out. Some would not taste death. But some will fall victim to that sword also. You see the balance of it? A lot of Jacob will be put to death, and a lot of Jacob will be saved without getting touched at all. Read it again.
It says, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
Cause. Oh, yeah.
That's why it's written, count the cost. Know what you're signing up for. All right? Know that when you come to serve your high by Shema Shai, set your heart aright for tribulation. Die straight. Our great king told us, give me that. Revelation 2:10. Bring it out. If you're not in this mindset, this ain't for you. Okay? It's that blood, guts, and octane, man. We can't be scared of that stinging death, man. We gotta embrace it if that's our life.
Yeah.
Now, I'm like my great king Yahweh Shai. This cup can pass me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be tortured by this mad side.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want Esau to get his hands on me and have his way with me. All right, but if he does, Lord, give me the strength to go through it. Bring it out.
This is Revelation 2:10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
All right, so it's instant stone. Certain brothers are going to do what? Man, all brothers are going to suffer to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? That's instant stone. When you come to serve your high by Shemel Shai, you're going to suffer. That's what makes this movie so good, action-packed. You're going to go through some hard times. Bring it out.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Hey, that's action clock, y'all.
You got it, bro.
That's action fucking packed right there. Okay? The devil, Esau, not taking Jake and throwing his ass in the prison. That's an action-packed movie. Does not that happen right now today? Esau every day take Jake, throw his ass in Paris prison or the county jail, or take him up there to the state penitentiary. That's an action-packed movie.
Hey, but he gonna be like Django. Oh, that's too good for them jokers.
Oh yeah.
Talk about the elect.
They know too much.
Hey, they gonna torture us.
Yeah.
They gonna get busy with us.
Yes. And so you have over this down here in Louisiana alone. I'm going this a lot. You have over 11 concentration camps in Jonesboro, in Faraday, okay, in Warrensboro, all those in northern Louisiana. They have over 11 concentration camps, what they call ICE facilities, Immigration Custom Enforcement. They have them over there. They are ready. You got over fucking 300 over there in China. They are ready. They're talking about turning Walmart into a whole concentration camp.
Closing the bitches down.
The name of it spelled backwards is martial law. This ain't no game. Esau going with his move. And I seen a video last year where they had a cage where they had toilets inside of them. Like you have a pit bull with a dog cage.
That goes into long-term detention.
Yeah, when they took all those kids from the border, I seen a video of how they was living in there. They was in like Walmart setting. You see all the shelves in Walmart. They took all that shit off and they put a bunch of cages in there. And the lights was on 24 hours. They had sleep deprivation. And the cover wasn't cloth. They had like silver sheets for the kids to wrap themselves in. and lights was on you, then they was just torturing those children in there.
Yeah.
And children go to the border and never see their parents again.
And that's what it is. I see a lot.
That's how they make that. What's that shit that these drink?
Adrenochrome.
That's how they make adrenochrome.
Bring it out.
And a lot of you fucking the majority of you Northern Kingdom, you are in those detention centers. They want you first. It was set in stone that a guy over there in Texas had took the RFID chip because he was homeless. So when the brother brought it out and said he's gonna cause you, he has to implement measures to get the people to react. It's a problem, it's a reaction, it's a solution. Okay? So the reaction is a cause. All right? To get you to forcefully come and confine to this whole system. It's all been set up with the fucking banking system, man. Go ahead, Al. Whoever got something.
Well, I want to finish this off.
We can get something. We can take it out.
Let me finish this off. This is First Maccabees 2:38.
Uh-huh.
So they rose up against them in battle on the Shabbat, and they slew them with their wives and their children and their cattle to the number of 1,000 people. All right, now that's what happened in the ancient world when we had an insurrection against the nation Israel, against the men of the law, the men of Yahweh Shema Shai that wouldn't conform to the commandment of the king. And they slew out, when they got their hands on some of them that ran away, they slew them. They killed them, the women, the children, their whole families, and said, fuck it, we're going to kill your animals too. All right? That's going to happen in these coming days. You that believe on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, this devil is going to come down with great wrath. He's coming for you first and foremost that are of that elect number. You that believe. All right? He had the 2/3. He's going to use the 2/3 against you. In the matrix, he used your own people against you. If your people connected to the matrix, guess what? Mr. Smith could jump in them and use them to bring you down. So he's going to use all this technology he has, all of these pestilence he has, all these drones he has. He's using that to come at you, just like in the ancient world. Epiphanes used all his ancient technology to come against who? The Maccabees, those that followed them, bro. All right, and guess what? It was action packed because the Maccabees was fighting back. We're gonna fight back. That's when the Lord gonna lift up that standard and send Michael, the angel Michael Allah, to come protect us. And then he's gonna bestow them heavenly gifts on various brothers, and brothers gonna be doing some other shit. Brothers gonna get them spiritual powers and fight back. Brothers gonna get spiritual powers. We probably ain't drunk water in 2-3 days and make water come out of a rock. You know, it's gonna be action packed, man. The same thing that happened in the wilderness when Moses led us out of Israel, out of Egypt. We had a chariot to lead us by night and a cloud by day. All right, that same thing is gonna happen when we go off grid and whatever happens to us in this day. Then, like Elder Torah say, hey, some of you be prepared to be in the city, to be locked in the city. If you locked in the city and you are the elect number and you have faith of a mustard seed, the Lord gonna comfort you and take care of you in that city. Now, us thinking like, man, the best place to do is get out the fucking city. But the Lord lot might be for you to be in the city. That might be your tribulation, your test.
Yeah, your testimony.
Even though that it doesn't make chronological and logical sense for you to be in the city. And that's where the Lord is going to show his power.
Yeah.
The Lord is all about showing his power through all the captivities. The Lord did what? He showed his power.
In righteousness.
In righteousness. That's why he's called just. Gotta keep bringing that out. The Lord's called just in all his ways. Being stuck in the motherfucking city, in a ghetto, in the projects, ain't no fucking good fit. Come on. You got all these niggas around you. All these bitches around you. Little Edomite, little Jake-ass babies. Who just want to just break and snap their fucking neck right now. The Lord going to do a great, powerful, and terrible work in the earth. The Bible says, thy people shall be willing to dare thy power. That's going on right now. People going to try to, let me go see God right now. You don't even know who the fuck he is. We know who he is. People going to flock to us. What it says in Zechariah 8:23. Grab the skirt of him that is a Jew. They're going to want to grab the skirt of these fringes right now.
Because we heard the Lord is with thee.
Yeah. They're going to flock and see how the Lord is getting down with us. The power that the Lord is giving us. Like Quad just brought out. But it's going here. But it's going there. Okay? Through power. Flying everywhere. Standing in your presence. with an angelic with an angelic power right there in front of your face. You niggas and you fucking women are gonna actually see angels upon the earth. That's the Wisdom of Solomon 17 chapter.
And they power. You're gonna see the power of Yahweh Shemi Shop on the earth that you haven't seen since the times of the Romans, since the times of
since Egypt, huh?
That's right.
They're gonna see demons too, because what it is, Wisdom of Solomon 17 or 18, whatever. When they saw them apparitions, those are demons.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't think
watch the movie Bird Box.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's what happened in them in ancient Egypt. Bird Box is the elite showing you without showing you. Tell me I know the truth without telling me I know the truth. What happened in the ancient world in ancient Egypt. All right? When they saw those things, when the first bird saw those demons and apparitions, they died. Bird Box.
Oh, they
took that from the scriptures. They died.
Yeah.
Their hair turned white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They hair stood up on their skin. They saw those horrific angelic beings, man.
What the Lord say, men's hearts gonna be failing for fear after seeing those things. Those are strokes, heart attacks, man. You gonna have young ass men.
Fear a
Yeah,
motherfucker, man.
How can it go?
You ever had a panic attack?
I've had many.
Panic attack, man, you feel like you're having a heart attack.
Make you want to die.
Bring that out, huh?
This is 2 Nephi 16 and 70. For there is
start at 68, huh?
This is 2 Nephi 16 and 68.
Yeah.
For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Yeah, that's the whole New World Order agenda. Okay? To put you in subjection. The elites, Amalek, have over there in Russia, Georgia, okay, a statue that says what? They want what it is, 500 million on the planet. That's a burning wrath of a great multitude. Well, it's all to set up, I'm gonna destroy them, but I'm coming for the Lord's fruit. Okay? It's all pointed to us. Lord willing, we up that number. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall take away searching of you.
Mm-hmm. Where you gonna go? To a concentration camp.
Near you.
Near you. Gonna be taken away. Apprehended. All right? Being televised on national TV. Bring up your precept, huh?
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 65. And among these nations, thou shalt find no ease. So it's going to be no kind of liberty. There's going to be no kind of the Lord showing you, and the word I'm looking for is mercy. There's going to be no mercy to you people, man, because you don't realize. I'm in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. In Deuteronomy 28th chapter, to the men of the Lord equals what? Judgment. This is talking about the end times, okay?
Well, and ultimately, it goes to that Revelation 6, we're talking about that black horse. Go back to slavery.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't letting up. You're not getting out of slavery. The house shot got to deliver you out of this. We need a savior. Black represents what? Death.
It does.
Represents bad time. JT.
Darkness.
The brother brought out hyperinflation earlier in the video. When things go skyrocketing,
bad times is going to come on the money system.
That's right.
That black horse represents the money system going in disarray. All right. When you go to Revelation, the 16th chapter, is that where they talk about the three
unclean spirits?
Unclean spirits. One of those unclean spirits is the money system getting fucked up. When you go into London, when you go into England, the money system. That's how they're going to bring in that. That's how they're going to bank it. That's how they're going to bring in that Quran.
Bricks.
Yeah. So they're gonna hyperinflate, do away with the money system, and bring in this Quran centerpiece of prophecy, where if you submit to this new money system, you're gonna it's no hope for you. All hope, if there was hope, all hope is gone. And so that black horse and that unclean frog are one of the same. All right, those unclean frogs are one of the same. What are they doing? All right, one unclean frog is just killing people through your mindset with philosophies. All right, in Rome, talking about the Roman Catholic Church, all of these pagan deities and religions are birthed out of that. Then you got this devil with his great sword, all right, coming out of Washington, D.C., all right, those Tri-City states. But that motherfucker in London, the banking system where these elite corporate bankers are, All right, that black horse. That's what's going to make people suffer. Hyperinflation brings suffering. You can't take care of your families. Can't get the resources. You don't have enough resources to take care of your families, and that's going to bring you in disarray. That's going to turn you into a maniac.
Violence.
You're going to turn into a violent human being because you can't get the resources to take care of yourself and your family. Yep. Then you don't have to love your how about Shema Shai in it. Then you're going to say, fuck your family. Yep. You're going to kill them motherfuckers and eat them. The love of many shall wax cold, man. Y'all don't know what love is.
Yeah, they don't know what love is, man. Let's say the black horse leads to the pale horse.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The black horse being hyperinflation leads to the pale horse. Say they should kill. The black horse is going to lead to Revelation 15 chapter. They should not regard their king nor princes.
Second Esdras.
Yeah, second Esdras. And of course, that action stand in that power. I'm gonna take everything you got when they ain't got a fucking thing, man.
That's because they're hungry.
They hungry.
They can't afford bread.
Because Esau been prepping y'all in.
4 days work for a loaf of bread.
That's it.
I can't afford this shit.
That Roman denarius out there penny. All right. So hold on. Let the brother get it.
Just get this off. You're gonna be and not talking about you. I'm gonna tell you part of that number. But to the rest of the world, they're gonna say what they can't not afford to be do, but then they're gonna have no choice but to do these things. But we're gonna stick to the scriptures, and I'm back in Deuteronomy 28, and I'm at 65, and I'm gonna start at where I left off. Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. Okay, and that's going into how the men of the Lord are not going to be able to be at rest. We're not going to be able to be at ease. We have to continually work.
You want to move all the time.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, and going to not having rest, even if you understand prophecy, that's even more. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to be at rest because we understand what's going on. And I'm going to keep reading. But the Lord shall give thee a trembling heart. And it's talking about the 2/3. Okay? It's talking about the non-believers. And a failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And you got to understand that this is not what you go into as being a physical sickness. This is going into the psychology of the mind. This is going into psychosis. This is going into losing your wits about yourself. This is going into going fucking crazy. And it's easier said than done because when we talked about each other growing up, starting from, being puppies, and starting from elementary, we always talked about people going crazy in these things and those things. But the Lord is putting us in a place, right, to where if you're not righteous, you're going to be going crazy. And if you are righteous, you're going to be coming into your right mind, and you're going to appreciate the things that you're seeing. And that goes back into what? Psalms, the 58th chapter and the 10th verse, when it says, I shall walk over. You know, basically saying you're going to walk over the corpses of dead bodies or whatnot, man. You got it out.
Yeah. Bring it out,
And this was going back into what the brother was bringing out, how, the scriptures is action-packed, and Jacob Trouble is going to be action-packed. Yeah. And this happened in the time in the book of Genesis.
And when we say action-packed, it brings death and it brings salvation.
That's right. All
right? When you look at it, when you look at any movie that's action-packed, there's a lot of horror going on, but someone gets saved at the end. All right? That's all it's about. Esau knows this. Go ahead,
And this is going into this time and age, all right? Things written before the time, written for our learning, so we know that, okay, when this money system fails, it's going to bring mass death.
Yes.
This is Genesis 47:15. And when money faileth in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth. All right, yeah. So that's the time we're coming in. Things that happened in the past, they're gonna happen in this day and age. All right, the money system.
And Joseph was able to be a savior to them because the Lord was with them. All right, and the Lord gave him a revelation what to do when his famine come, how to save Egypt. That's not happening. All right, there ain't gonna be nobody to say, well, look, this is what you need to do to get out of this bad estate. Now the Lord is he's about to destroy Egypt.
That's right.
Out the face of the earth. And we're talking about modern day Egypt, America. Because Joseph saved them through that hard time. All right? And that was all about letting prophecy be fulfilled so the nation of Israel could grow as a nation in the land of Goshen. Okay? Bring it out.
Yep. And even Joseph, and we always bring out, was keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and was still thrown into prison. All right, that's how the men of the Lord are. We doing our best, and the Lord still may. Going back to what the brother brought earlier, some of us will be thrown into prison. Jacob will still be thrown into prison, even for being faithful. That's how the Lord get down. If I got my son, I'm gonna get you too. And when I say I got his son, it means the Lord was a sacrifice for the elect. Apostle Paul spoke about being, I do all things for the elect's sake. The amount of hell we catch, man, is all for the goodness of it. Count all joy. It don't feel. Oh, you got it out. Count out the spirit.
This is James 1 and 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation.
Yep, that's right, bro. We fall into diverse temptation. Different things. Every brother does not go through the same thing, but it all culminates to one event. That we getting it in. It don't feel good, but it feels good when you talk about it, because you express it to another brother, you pray on it, and then you overcome it. If you're sincere, the Lord ain't gonna have this man going through pure hell forever. In some way, shape, or form, this shit got to end. It will end, and we at the end. All right. Bring out your precept Bible. We finna close it out.
That was it. That was
yeah.
The last one out.
All right. So with that, we hope this video was very edifying. All right. Jacob's Trouble, part 3 will be action-packed. It brings out what? Horror, suspense, action,
drama.
All right. Drama, love. All right. Happy endings, which is salvation. All right. Which we're looking forward to. Abaradazah, according to Luke 21st chapter. It says, well, when you
don't
begin
forget horror.
I said horror.
Now, what's that part of the movie when they say the peak of the movie? They call it something.
The climax.
The climax is the missiles.
Yep.
All right. That 7 trumpets is blowing. The climax, the missiles, the lake of fire is instituted. But guess what happens at the climax? When those missiles are descending, the elect is us and them getting built up, changing the twinkling of an eye.
But actually, the climax starts with the MOTB. Because that's what brings in the nuclear fire right there.
Crunch time.
All right.
Can I say this?
Let me say, beautiful. God.
That's what brings in the action.
Yes.
And you didn't say that wrong, but it brings in the action part of it. Yeah. When you're dealing with action, you're dealing with persecution.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with persecution, you're also dealing with what? Deliverance. When you're dealing with deliverance, you're dealing with love. So you have to understand that the things that we're going into, they're intertwined. And time is what brings forth these different judgments.
Because the Lord deals with time. Kanaya brought that out earlier. In Daniel 12:1. It mentioned time over and over again. So we're definitely in that time, okay?
Come on,
of straight death and salvation. Simultaneously. Because they say, well, Esau say, oh, you've always been in the last days. No, you ain't been in the last days like you're in right now.
Come on, man.
All these nations have nuclear capabilities right now. You have pestilence up on earth. You have brothers who are around, who are so-called brothers, coming in and being snake-ass niggas and being infiltrators. There has never been a time like this. But the Lord, Yahweh Shai, our great terrible king, spoke of these things. He says, watch. We on watch. We on wait, pray. Watch, wait, and pray. That's a video we're going to do. Watch, wait, and pray. Face Nisha want to give all infinite honor and glory and praise to who?
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Harakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to the hopefully elect who continue to push this gospel throughout the 4 corners of the earth in these latter days. Abba Ball, Kwam Yashala, Shalom Akim.
Shalom Akim. Until next time, Akim.
Yes, sir.